Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Football Manager 2019. It's week 54 of the Gaming Decathlon competition, just about to the end of the year. We've actually just eclipsed 1 year of gameplay, but I'm going to do the turnover around New Year's for year number 2 in the competition. At this point, it's 12 games into the League 1 season. After 3 straight promotions in FM 2018, here we are in League 1 with this new team, but replacing that old team. We're on 23 points, which is good enough for third place, level with second place at the moment, but also level down to fifth place. And just a few goals separating the four of us. Not only is it tight among the four of us, but it's tight all the way down to 14th place is within 2 games. So we've got a very, very tight competition ongoing with a lot of points near the top. No one's running away with anything. Very tight competition. Right now, my top goal scorer, Marquise, has 9 goals. McNeil, almost a 7.5 rating. Taylor already has 6 assists. Whiteman, on limited time here with 88%. Taylor's already had 3 man of the match and 3 yellow cards, while Wright picked up that red. In terms of team stats overall, we are 3rd in goals, 6th in goals allowed. We're kind of right in the middle of the pack on the cards. Coming up, we have Rochdale on the road, and they are in 8th place. They've had 0 draws this season, so 7 wins, 5 losses, and they've lost a few games at home, so they are not guaranteed anything playing at home. One thing I can see is that all of their wins have been by 2 goals or less, so they've not managed to score 3 at all. And when they've lost, it's been 0 or 1 goals scored, and they've been pretty vulnerable defensively. So if we can get it going offensively, looks like we can come away with a win, but it will be a difficult one. After that, Gillingham. Gillingham is all the way down in 18th. Actually, I think it's Gillingham. Anyway, I think that's how they pronounce it in the UK, Gillingham. But meanwhile, we had 1 game off camera against AFC Wimbledon, and that was the Check-a-Trade Trophy. And we were down. We were up 1-0. And literally in the same minute, the same guy scored 2 goals. They stole the kickoff almost immediately, countered, and got a second to take the lead. And that was the halftime score. We were down 2-1. Tore into the team a bit, and they came out and dominated the second half, winning 5-2. So it's a beautiful game. Let's go ahead and get to the game against Rochdale. And even though we are on the road, we are actually slight favorites for this one. Alright, I will need to make some changes to the lineups as there were a few guys that got some rest in the last game. Like Mason was in. And it's time for Cameron to get a go again, finally. So it's McCulloch who's going to make way. Should it be, though? So I've played Joe Wright so far, but we'll give them a chance side by side. Still need to get Garrett replaced. I do have some guys on international duty. Shaughnessy is out right now, but McNeil's ready to come back into the side, so we'll switch him out. And do I want to get Chemist. Without Shaughnessy, somebody's got to stay in. Maybe McGugan needs to get back up in there. So let's drop. Oh, he's hurt. He's not going anywhere. Andrew is been our starting left back. We want to get him back in for Garrett. There we go. That should do it. Yes. Cameron's always going to be lacking match sharpness, but he is a much better player than the other guys around him. But with his injury problem, he's always going to be a part-time choice. And if I can get him a few decent games, I think I could maybe sell him in January for a decent profit. Remember, we did sign him on a free, I think. It's only his second appearance. Alright, let's go passionately and keep our run going. Alright, midfield's fired up for the game. Defensively, looking a little vulnerable. Let's go get to the game. Rochdale, pretty good crowd on hand for this one. Not every seat filled, but definitely a decent crowd. And they get the game underway. Long ball over the top. Andrew recovers to pick that one up. Right, plays the ball out to Taylor. Taylor has some space. Ball through to Marquise, and Marquise tries to go far post and pulls it just a little too much. And it goes wide on a very clear goal-scoring chance there. So pretty big mistake from Marquise on that one, as we should definitely be up 1-0 at this point. Here's Henderson. A little vulnerable on those free kicks, but Crawford has the ball after the clearance. Marquise now over to Taylor. Taylor still running into the edge of the box. Blair brings it into the box, but loses it as he tries to beat the man to get the inside track. Here's that long ball over the top. Great sliding tackle there. Taylor out to Blair. Blair, long ball ahead, but Crawford picks it up, gets it ahead. Marquise again. So he's gone far post and just missed. Now he's gone near post and just missed. He's had at least 2 of those 3 shots, and Rochdale, whatever shout their manager just gave them was at least short-term effective, but we are in possession. Over to Blair. Blair with the cross. That one's cleared away. Coppinger with the long ball from outside the box. That was not a shooting chance, but he took it anyway and missed by a country mile. Here's Rathbone with the free kick. Ball looked like it took a little deflection, but Lawler picks it up easily enough and plays the long ball ahead to Marquise, who lays it off for McNeil. McNeil out for Andrew. Andrew into Coppinger. Coppinger inside to Crawford. Closer range there, edge of the box, but Crawford misses that one. 5 shot attempts already, and all 5 have missed the target. Just 1 for Rochdale, and it was on that free kick a moment ago, but here they are in possession, and they get the long ball over the top, and that one bangs off the bar because it stayed in bounds. Blair, Coppinger, Crawford, out to Blair again. Blair into the edge of the box, gets it into Taylor, and that goes out for the corner. Blasting off the defender. Here's Crawford with the corner kick. That one's easily cleared out, but McNeil recycles back to Crawford. The second chance also gets cleared out. This time another free kick. Henderson. Free header there for Rochdale was dangerous. We've been dominant, but the free kicks, the set pieces, are where we've been vulnerable. There's a nice ball to Blair. Blair resets to the middle. Crawford, Coppinger, Whiteman. There's Coppinger again. Back and forth. Up to Taylor finally. Now out to Blair in a little bit of space. He's going to take it in, and he loses it again. So, Marquise with the interception right in front of goal. Blasts it straight to the keeper. So Marquise is having himself a terrible day so far, as he's had 3 golden opportunities, and he should be on a hat trick already. And yet we have 0 goals. Crawford from long range manages to get that one on target and be more dangerous than Marquise has been. Here's the ball to McNeil. McNeil's shot, great sliding block there. And that one reaches no one and eventually gets cleared. We approach halftime. 68% possession. We're out shooting them 3-1, so 75% of the efforts have been ours. And yet, they've almost been more dangerous than we have because of those set pieces. Whiteman, Andrew, edge of the box, back to Whiteman. Coppinger, Whiteman again. Back and forth. Here's Blair again. Always in position, ready to help the offense. Now right up. Coppinger, Crawford through. Now Blair. Can he get one this time? He does get it to Coppinger. Coppinger swerves that one right to the left with the outside of the boot. And just about pulls it back in, but can't get it done. And we approach halftime. Taylor's now on a yellow. The shots even more in our favor now at 11-3, but only 2 on target, and one of those 2 was straight at the keeper from point blank. The keeper couldn't not save it if he tried. It was blasted into his chest. So mixed bag. Good first half, terrible first half, as we blew so many chances. They want me to tell them it was disappointing, and agree, but only assertively. You know what? Never mind. Let's go passionately with we're not doing badly. If you work hard, it'll come. And nobody's responding to that one. I suppose I could have gone with, but I don't want to abuse that too much. The aggressive, you're not doing well enough, team talk. Can only hear it so many times before it's not going to have effect. And this is one of those games where I can certainly use it, but I don't want to abuse it because we're really not playing bad. It's just the finishing that's been woeful. So into the second half, possession even higher at 71%. Here's the set piece for us. And there, Marquise with his 4th golden opportunity, this time on target. Not enough on it, though, as the ball was coming back at him. And here's another chance. There's Whiteman. Blank rage again. Oh, my. So many chances. And Rochdale looking disinterested now after some event. Card there on that player. And they're in possession. This is their clearest chance that they've had all game outside of those set pieces, which of course this did start with a set piece. And they go so close on that one. It looks like we actually got a piece and blocked it because the keeper dove the opposite direction of where the ball went and scraped off the post offside on the reset there. So Rochdale again, so close. An hour into this one, and we are completely dominant outside of those few little set piece chances. They've had no attacks anywhere except the middle. Wright and Taylor both on yellow cards. It is now time for the shout of demand more. There we go. Team is focused. I will stick with these guys for a little bit longer as they are all responding to that message. Here's Crawford out to Whiteman. Over to Coppinger. Coppinger with the long range effort again. He should not be taking those all the time. As soon as this fades away, we make a change. Matty Blair picks up a knock, a bruised thigh. We're going to leave him on. Mason's there. Let's go ahead and bring in Mason. Matty Blair, I don't want to mess that up. So Mason's going to come on. Time's already almost up. McNeil into Coppinger. Out to Andrew with the overlap. Back into Coppinger. He's got some room inside. Crawford. That ball got deflected, so that will be a corner. There's Crawford. I've got nobody in the happy zone. McNeil. As in, I had one player inside the 6-yard box, but it was more like marking the keeper. Ooh, big takedown there. Oh, and it's a second yellow. David Perkins is going to be sent off here. Oh, pause. Team instructions. Let's up the tempo even more. Let's be expressive. Okay, and then we're going to have to wait for play to resume. There we go. And now we're going to go very attacking. We've been so dominant. We're going to take the chance here for all 3 points in the final moments. And let's go with encourage. Only one player fired up by that. There's Whiteman. 3 seconds to Andrew. Andrew's going to get it again. Another chance. Long switch, though. Mason Coppinger takes a shot. McNeil! Oh, my goodness. He fires it straight at the keeper again. Stoppage time. Can we get a little Ferguson action here? Andrew, great shot. Another point-blank chance. McNeil's got the entire goal open, and he fires it straight at the keeper. Andrew, Crawford, Coppinger. Come on, Crawford. We're just playing with it now. Quit playing with your food. 2 minutes. McNeil, the only one who responded very strongly. 1 minute. I should have done more subs. Tried to mix it up. Mason. It's too late now. Time is up. We have to settle for 1 point. 24-4 on shots. We get 8 on target. But 7 of those 8, or at least 6 of them, were straight at the keeper. Straight at him. A couple of those, we literally blasted it right off his chest where he couldn't even not save it. 64% possession. It's great to see that, yes, we were dominant, but it's horrible to see that we only managed to get 1 point out of a game that we were absolutely in control of. At least we didn't lose. I'll take that. We're going to go assertively and say calm. Let's be calm. Just say unlucky. There you go. I can't be too harsh on them. Again, I feel I got to save that for appropriate times. And that's not a time to tear into them. They played a really good game. We just left 2 points on the table. I mean, we should have scored 3-4 goals in that game. Shoot, Marquise should have had about 4 goals himself. And plenty of other guys had chances as well. Point blank range. Crawford, McNeil, all had clear chances. Yeah, missed chance to win for sure. Matty Blair injured only a week, so that's good. McGugan's still out for a while. And let's see, reaction to the match, player performance. Just managed to extend your unbeaten run. Performing very well and confident. There you go. Players will suffer from overconfidence, though. Each more win that brings more confidence. That's a good thing. Late miss. It could have seen you win the game. We'll take the positives from the match, but the miss summed the day up for us. It just wasn't to be. That's exactly what it was. Bafflement among supporters that you seemingly refused to substitute better games, but it doesn't mean that he didn't offer us plenty in a number of different ways. I don't certainly think he played badly. He just missed his shots. There you go. I should have subbed him, though. I agree with the media on that one. I was being stubborn. We were so dominant, I figured at some point somebody would finish one. He was getting into the right places. He was getting the right chances, so he played well in all of those ways. He just didn't finish well. He didn't finish golden opportunities. That's why his rating was low. That's actually the guy in that last game against AFC Wimbledon. who scored the 2 goals inside the same minute. And you see he is a pretty solid player. New team record, 6 games unbeaten. Excellent. So, Gillingham is 17th currently. And it looks like they play very narrow. And a 4-4-2 diamond. Quick look at the leagues around. Atletico Madrid leading La Liga right now. 4 points clear of Barcelona, and Real Madrid down in 5th place right now. Completely unheard of considering that how far ahead the big 3 are compared to everyone else, though Sociedad and Valencia are at least okay teams. But if you combined the 2 leagues, this is why I'm a Premier League fan and not La Liga. Yes, Barcelona and Real Madrid are 2 of, if not the 2 best clubs in the world. Atletico Madrid is certainly in the conversation for the best clubs in the world. But then you see a massive drop-off, and quickly. Sociedad, Valencia, Sevilla are decent teams. But then that's it. You go to the bottom of the table here. These teams, if you put these teams, okay, you put these teams in the Premier League, and they would have 0 points. Like, nothing. They would finish the season with like 5 points at best. The whole bottom half of La Liga's table. So, the Premier League, what I love about it is you can go to the bottom. You can go to these clubs, Burnley, Watford, Bournemouth, Southampton, Cardiff, any of them. Year after year. There is rarely a team in the Premier League that sees an utter collapse that is that bad. But I would take, like, let's go somewhere near the middle here. Like Villarreal. I would favor Cardiff over Villarreal. Or at least looking for a draw. I would certainly favor Southampton over Villarreal. Anyway, moving on. PSG, 4 points clear of AS Monaco. And then it is Man United, 4 points clear of Chelsea after just 8 matches. So they are looking solid on that front. Liverpool and Tottenham are next. Juve is 4 points clear of Napoli. No surprise there, as they will run away with it. Same sort of thing in Serie A, as you get to the bottom of the league here. There is just no comparison between the bottom half of Serie A and the bottom half of the Premier League. So it's just the day in, day out grind that Juventus, great team, world-class team, but their competition week on, week out, not that good. The reason why Premier League teams struggle a bit at the European level is they never get a game off. They never get a chance to rest. The rare occasion that they can take their foot off the gas a little bit and cruise is if you're looking at, a early League Cup match against a League 2 side or League 1 side, or the FA Cup. Same sort of deal. You get a minnow playing against them, and they can relax a little bit. But even the championship clubs are equivalent to the bottom part of the league in La Liga or Serie A. The Bundesliga, slightly more balanced at their bottom end, but only slightly. Anyway, Schalke is level with Bayer Leverkusen right now. So very tight matchup here, and Bayern all the way down at the moment in 6th. And let's see, this is Belgium, right? Jupiler League. So Genk on top at the moment. Ajax in Holland leading the way. Toronto FC leading the way in the Eastern Conference of the U.S., while LAFC leading the way. With the Timbers, who in real life just lost the MLS Cup recently to Atlanta United. And in the championship, Derby and Stoke on top, but very tight there. Excuse me. Sorry, recovering from a cold here. Not quite back to full strength. Alright, so we'll have Sunderland coming up in the league here real soon, which is a real shocker that Sunderland went back-to-back relegation seasons. Real shame for them, as they were upper mid table for a lot of years in the Premier League, and to see them struggle this badly. Alright, international roundup. Shaughnessy and Amos, same guys, a couple matches again, and look at that, Shaughnessy playing with the Irish under 21s, plays the full 90 minutes, gets a 9.0 rating with a goal and an assist. Passing could be a little bit better at 73%. But 9 of 11 on headers, perfect on tackles, 1 of 2 on the shots, and 1 of them into the back of the net. Is that Malta? Yeah, Malta, as they beat Malta 4-0. Amos, one of our under 23 players, in a 4-1 win for Northern Ireland over Moldova, which, yes, you would favor them for that. Only gets a 6.6 rating after playing all 90 minutes, so pretty pitiful there, though he was 5 of 5 on tackles as a fullback, so that's good. And that could be a lot of crosses. That could be why his rating was a bit lower. All right, so Matty Blair already almost back after just a few days, but how are we looking here? A lot of guys on high injury risk, even though only a handful of them have actually played all 4 matches. We still have that 4 or 5 days to go till that next game. Ooh, now there is a player that I would love to get. 4.5 stars, Willock for Arsenal. This would definitely be on loan. Let's see here. What can we do? Advanced playmaker. I think I've already tried, though. Let's see here. Certainly try in January to see if we can get him signed. A couple under 23 games is all he's managed, so let's go ahead and get an analyst report on him. Suppose we could see about making an offer. Ooh. Oh, outside the transfer window. Well, It's looking to just set the deal for when the transfer window is open. Apparently are the only ones right now that have any interest in him. Ooh, Portsmouth go 4 points clear now, so they're starting to pull away a little bit. They are definite title contenders, that's for sure. Wow, Blackpool all the way at the bottom, huh? A little surprising. It hasn't been that many years since they were in the Premier League. Looks like they could be on their way down to League 2. Gillingham coming off a win, but of course they got to play half that game with a man advantage. Okay, we're pretty solid favorites for this game. Burns, okay player. Definitely got some decent potential. Alright, now we are favored for this game, but that doesn't mean the guys are going to be totally confident. Let's see what they say to a positive mentality. Okay, good. That's a solid response. 10 starters respond well, and all but one on the bench. Let's go with the higher tempo, and then let's call that a good meeting. Okay, the Cameron's always going to be a bit lower. Kwomia, nice. Let's give him some praise. Very pleased with your training. Okay, nice. That helps his morale. And there you go. We are just about locked down on that formation. We need to train our 5-2-3 a little bit more now. This is our late game. Try to hang on to it, and it's pretty awkward, so we need some training on that here in the coming weeks. So why don't we take a look at our training. And that's where we are now, so we're going to need to look maybe here. There we go. I'm going to take this week and we're going to work on Okay. Apparently we're not going to get any of those ones that we want. Maybe I'll just tweak it individually later off camera. Let's go ahead and continue for now. I have started to get into that a little bit. Customize the training calendar a little. But we've got a really busy week here. There's only 3 days in between games, and under 18s pick up another win. They are all the way up in 4th place. So that's looking nice. Ben Blythe gets man of the match without any goals, so picked up a solid rating on what had to have been a defensive performance. Okay, Matty Blair is cleared to play 60 minutes, but we'll probably give him the day off, or at least put him on the bench anyway, assuming that Mason can go the distance. FA Cup. Let's see which round. 4th qualifying round, so we're almost into round 1. So we'll be getting the FA Cup underway here shortly. Alright, now it's Matty Blair that I need to get out of there, so it's Mason that's going to come in. That's a pretty straight swap. I'm going to give Morosi another start. Lawler has done well, but Morosi has done well when he's come in. Cameron is actually good to go for a change. So we'll definitely get him out there. Paul Taylor, 1 yellow away from a 1-game suspension. That's not good. Boy, Crawford, how does he have no goals at this point? And only a 6.78 rating as well. Even Mandeville has a goal. Even Cuomia has 3 goals. Shaughnessy is back. Good. Okay, so Chemist, there we go. And Shaughnessy in for Whiteman, who has done quite well for himself. Boy, I'm missing McGugan, though. Garrett, it's only 1 appearance for him, I believe. Alright, let's go ahead and get to it. Fans for a reason. Fans? See how they react to the fans. See who's in on that one. Nobody. It's not their style. Okay. Alright, so game underway. Just a few minutes in here. We have our first highlight in possession. Here's Mason with the ball, edge of the box, into Taylor. And that ball ping-pongs around a little bit off defenders. Eventually gets cleared out. And we've had 3 shot attempts already in the first 5 minutes of this game. It's Crawford, free kick. Waste that one. Crawford's one of those guys that may find himself benched if his performances don't improve. We had 6 shot attempts already in this game, and we're in the 15th minute. There's a long ball ahead. Taylor off the underside of the crossbar. How did that one not go in? Even after hitting the crossbar, it should have gone in, and it does not. Here's Andrew out to McNeil. Wow, nice ball. Nice control from McNeil. Marquise. That was a good save. That required a very good save from Holly. Crawford, free kick, edge, McNeil, Cameron. There's Coppinger. Oh, we are going so close again and again here. Crowd not that big today. Ooh, held in the box. Oh, it's Marquise who's called for the foul. And he's frustrated by it for sure. 11 shots already. Shaughnessy hurt. Shaughnessy is hurt. Well, the obvious selection here is Whiteman coming in, but that could be huge. Foot injury, those at least don't tend to take as long, as he could be out for about a month with a foot injury. If I were to venture a guess, Riley got hurt at the same time, so I'm guessing Riley came together with Shaughnessy. And now Taylor is hurt. 2 injuries to 2 very, very key players in 7 minutes, or less than. And Taylor is going down, and it's going to be Mandeville coming in here. And that's 2 subs in the first half, and 2 key players out of this one. Oh, getting scared here. McNeil takes the chance on that one. It goes out for the corner. Here's Crawford. Another corner kick. Another one not connecting. Here's Wright in possession. 14-0 on shots. 75% possession. We've gotten 5 on target. Cameron picks up a yellow. This game is getting ugly in a hurry. There's Mandeville, edge of the box. Recycles out. It's in Andrew's hands. He recovers. Coppinger lays it off for Whiteman. Out to the overlap from Mason. Ooh, that ball nearly rolls into the goal. And Marquise almost taps it out of Hawley's hands as he goes to pick it up. Here's Marquise with the interception. Point blank range, could tap it into the goal from a few feet away, and yet he tries to go far post and misses. Oof. Words cannot describe how I'm feeling at the moment, but I'll have to try to find them. Mandeville and Mason, lack of communication on that one, loses it. McNeil lays it off. Resets. Now Andrew. Cross switching the play over to Mason. Mason blows that one. Can only put his hands in the air and clap. Cameron, nice job to come up and get the header on that one. That stays in. Okay. It certainly looked like it had gone out. Even as it was going down the line, it looked like it was out, but apparently it just stays in. And here we go. So, words can't describe, right? Well, let's try to find the words. Frustration, fear, and jubilation now. Finally, Mandeville gets a goal, his second of the season. McNeil with the assist. Absolutely ugly play. We're completely dominant here, so I was frustrated that we weren't getting the goal. But Marquise's shot is saved, but of course that shot could have been so much better for Marquise as he sent it right at the keeper, as he has done lately. Well, that's 20 shot attempts in the first half. 20. What I'm most worried about, though, is the injuries. I'm worried about the injuries. It looks like we could cruise our way to 3 points today, but I fear what's going to happen. Tell them they've been excellent. Okay, there you go. I just did it calmly, not passionately. Anyway, yeah. My biggest thing here is worry about those 2 key players going down. Andrew on a 7.1 rating. He's having himself a pretty solid start to this game through one half. 2 more shot attempts. So there was another one that was point blank there that didn't show up in the highlights. Crawford over to Mandeville. Back in. Mason. Whiteman. That ball is blocked. Cameron, another fantastic attacking header to come up and get that ball out. Here's Crawford. Another corner kick. Does not get past the first man. Cameron. Andrew out to Crawford. Inside. Marquise. His shot's blocked. Hands up from what presumably was Mandeville. Might have been somebody else as he's looking for the foul. Here's a goal kick. Cameron again winning another header. Marquise heads it to no one though. Whiteman. Great sliding tackle, but unfortunately it goes right to Gillingham and forcing Morosi to make a save. That was their first shot of the game, and they nearly get another chance, and in fact that counted as a shot. Apparently that volley was a shot, even though it looked like a cross. He was just that far off target. Here's Andrew. Ooh, that's a throw-in. Stevenson starts the counter. Here's Eves. Right intercepts. McNeil. Little room to run. He's got 2 on him, though. Coppinger into Crawford. Trying to make something happen. Here's Andrew with some space. Coppinger. Back out to Andrew. There's the cross. There's Crawford and the goal. And that should seal it. That's Crawford's first goal of the season. Finally for him. Andrew picks up the assist. Andrew's having himself a great game here. His overlaps have been awesome. Great recognition that Marquise was double teamed and Crawford was open. Right in there to Crawford. 26 shots, 10 on target. Finally, 2 goals. Guys starting to get complacent here, so a little worried by that. We're not going to change tactics just yet, but I should start to look into being a little more conservative. Crawford nearly makes it 3. Team instructions. Let's go with. Let's pull out the. Let's be disciplined. Let's start with that one. Just a little change for now. Whiteman taken down. Great kick. 30 shots in the game and 90% for us. 3/4 of the possession for us. Coppinger out to Mason again. Another cross in. Coppinger out to Mason. These two linking up well. Got a little too many passes. Crawford out to Mason after the deflection. And that's going to go out for a corner. Desperation for Gillingham. Crawford. Another corner kick. Marquise. Whiteman up to McNeil. Out to Andrew. His cross is blocked. Let's go and use our final sub. No, Blair is not going to be it. Let's go with... Who's tired? Well, that Crawford is tired. So, we want somebody who can play that spot, and it's going to have to be probably Kwomia, who can shift in. McNeil can shift in. So, we're going to take out Crawford. There you go. Final sub. Now we can go cautious. Let's take off the ball into the box. Let's take off those overlaps. Alright, let's do just a little bit of wasting time. See out the game. We've got 1 minute to play. And Columbia, who just comes on, gets himself a yellow card. And, loses it out of bounds. And there you go. There's the end of the game. All 3 points in a very, very dominant performance. But what's the damage? Well, I would wrap things up right now, but let's see what is the damage to those 2 players. We're going to go passionately and very happy. In terms of the standings, we're in 3rd place still. 1 goal behind Burton. That part's looking good. Next up we have Sunderland. They've got a game in hand and could otherwise be ahead of us as they have a goal difference advantage. So we are right there level with Sunderland. But here we go. Both players injured. Let's first go with Danny Andrew and praise his performance. Let's go with the passing, and let's go passionately. Superb now. Okay, here we go. On to the damage. Let's go. Shaughnessy, I'm less worried about. I think he might be out for a month or less. There you go. Pulled ankle ligaments, 11 days to 2 weeks. That hurts, but that's not the worst. Paul Taylor. We don't even have his time out yet, but it's a growing strain. We're going to have a decision to make, it looks like. Medical center out 4 to 7 weeks. Injections would make it 6 to 7. We definitely don't want to go there, but the physio can keep it down to about a month. So we're going to go with that. 4 to 5 weeks. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Matty Blair, though, he'll be back to full strength for this Sunderland game, it looks like. McGugan still out 2 to 3 months, and now Taylor's going to be out. So that definitely hurts. That hurts. All right, but that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best on the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record.